Hi, my name is John Smith. I'm with Prevost Law Firm, and today I'm here with our client, Liz. We just finished up wrapping up Liz's case, and she's been kind enough to spend a few minutes with me talking about it, which we really appreciate. So, Liz, first, give everybody some background about the nightmare of a situation that you were left in.
In July of 23, I had a salesman who worked with Faraday Energy who sold me everything, who told me everything that he sold me would cover my ranch, which was not the case. I never got the installation completed. I was paying on contracts that I never was able to utilize what I was paying for, which in turn I contacted Prevost, and from there, they have been the ones who've helped me through this nightmare. But if I have anything to say, I would stay away from Faraday Energy.
and go into a little bit. I mean, they messed up your breaker box so you couldn't cook and clean at the same time. Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing, is I was told that it would run my entire ranch, and at the end of it, when they finally did get some stuff installed, I was told I could only use 6 breakers, meaning I couldn't wash, couldn't cook. I could run the AC, but I couldn't cook, or I could watch TV. So I only had 6 breakers that I was able to utilize. The breakers kept failing. I lost 2 refrigerators full of food, which I never got reimbursed for. It has just been a nightmare. And since July of 23 to date, that system has never operated at all. And I have 2 systems. I was told I was told the small house, because we were going to rebuild another house out there, was set up for at least a 2,500 square foot house. When I finally had somebody else come look at it, they said that system will only run a refrigerator. The main house was where I only had the choice of 6 breakers. It didn't do anything other than cause so many issues. Like I said, I lost 2 refrigerators and a freezer full of food, and they could care less.
What a nightmare. I'm so your situation is one of the worst that we've heard. So I'm so sorry that you're put in that situation. So we sued your lender for you. And before I get to that question, though, think back to when you first hired us. What made you decide to hire Prevost Law Firm to help with your solar panel case?
I was looking, and you were all one of the ones that was online that actually dealt with solar, because I did call quite a few others, but nobody would deal with the solar. And actually, you were suggested to me by one of the gentlemen that came out to look at my system. So, and again, he says, I can't tell you anything, but this is who I would go with. And this is how I came across you guys.
Very cool. That's a great way to find us. All right. So we sued your lender for you because your seller, we didn't want anything to do with the seller, and we got a settlement agreement. Unfortunately, we can't talk about anything about the terms. We can't mention the lender's name at all. So just tell me, how happy are you with the results we got you?
I am ecstatic. You guys stayed on it. You kept up with me. You communicated with me, which communication is a very big thing. I am so happy to have this nightmare over.
I bet. All right. So you hired us it's almost been about one of the questions we get. Let me start with that. One of the common questions we get is, how long does the process take? You hired us way back in when, let me look real quick. I think it was in 2024. Oh, no, it was January of 2025. And it's now April 2026. So that's like 15 months.
Yes.
Tell me, was it worth the wait?
Absolutely. It was a little tedious at times, but yes, absolutely. Especially when Neil called me and we had a discussion, and he wasn't quite understanding the complexity of this case. But once all that happened, it's just like things went boom, 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 boom. And I'm ecstatic.
That's great to hear. All right. Final question, Liz. What would you say to somebody who is thinking about hiring Prevost Law Firm to help with their solar panel case?
I would highly recommend that they hire you. I don't know anybody currently who's dealing with solar, but because of the NDA, I will not mention names, but I would definitely not do solar ever again. I have been how do you say it, soured to the solar systems.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Your situation was just horrendous. I would never do solar again. And just hearing your situation, I'd never do solar.
Yes.
All right, well, Liz, well, you have been fantastic. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me to go and tell everybody your story. It's going to help somebody else who's thinking about hiring us and needs some help with their solar panel system. So very, very much appreciate it. And I'm so ecstatic with the results we got you. So thank you so much. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.